Okay, pay attention. So look up here, guys. Everybody look. It's going to be very easy. Remember what I said. We're going to start measuring these walls. I'm going to have you guys in groups. And we're going to measure down to the 1/4 of an inch, right? So if you end up measuring this wall and you tell me, Novo, it's exactly 101 3/4 of an inch, right? Or 0.75. We'll talk about that. So here's where it gets confusing for people. Everybody looking up here? All right. So typically, if you look at a tape measure or a ruler, you've got all these little lines, right? So what usually happens is, if you look at all these little lines, don't get confused by them. It's only breaking up each inch into that many lines. What do I mean by that? Lines. Well, each one of these, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So this 1 inch is broken up into 12ths, right? It just depends how many lines you actually have within this. Some are broken down to 32nds, some are broken down to 16ths. If you counted 16, then it would be 16ths. Everybody get it? All right. So here's where it gets confusing for some people. So it's really, you have to look at it visually. And luckily, we're graphic design, right? We're artists, we're visual people. If you were to draw a rectangle, everybody looking? Yes? And I told you, let's split this up evenly into 4 pieces. How would you go about it? What do you guys think? Within this inch. Look at how I'm doing this. Everybody watching? Watch this. Look how simple, look how simple. That is 1/4, right? Or 4. If you break this up into 4 pieces, this black area is 1/4. Yes, watch. If I say 2/4, what is 2/4 also? It's a 1/2, right? So now I've got from here to here is 1/4. From here to here is another 4th. So I'm at halfway, right? And I'll split them up right now. Now 3/4 or 75 cents, if you want to call it, right? We're talking quarters, right? 1/4 is quarter, 0.25. So this is 3. This is from here to here is 1/4. From here to here is 2/4 or 1/2. From here to here is 3/4 or 0.75. And then of course, 4/4. Does 4 divide into 4? Yeah, 1 time, right? So it gives you the 1 inch. Now, I'll make it even easier. Oh, who wants a pizza? All right. How many slices in this pizza? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many on the bottom? How much is each one of these slices compared? It's 1 what of the pizza, each slice. If there's 8 of them, 1/8. Excellent. Now I know this is a circle. Everybody listening? This is gonna make it easy. You guys ready? What if you do what do you call these rectangular pizzas? They have a name. No, there's another name. Isn't it like a Brooklyn or something, or Chicago? They make or a grandma pizza. I've heard grandma pizzas. Those people live on the East Coast. All right, everybody looking? Yes? All right. So to take the confusion, you should really listen to this point if you haven't paid attention at all. So the truth is, a ruler is nothing but a rectangular pizza slice. What do I mean by that? If I were to scale this down, right? You see what I'm doing? And I make it fit inside of this 1 inch, you can physically see that it's no different than a rectangular pizza. Does this make more sense to people? That a ruler, right, is nothing but splitting up an area, not a circle, but a rectangle. It's the same thing. It's just rectangular. That's all you're doing. You're breaking up something that could be any other shape, but you're breaking it up into a rectangle or a line form, if you want to call it. Does this make a little bit more sense? What do you guys think? Anybody who couldn't get their head around this, right? So think of it every time you're using a ruler, it's a rectangular pizza. How many slices, right? If I told you we need to cut this pizza, and later on, if you guys are ever in charge of buying pizza for a lot of people, sometimes have you ever heard people say double cut it? Anybody? Like if you go get a pizza from Domino's or wherever you order them from, and you tell them, can you double cut it? Anybody ever done this? All right. What does that do? They cut it one more time than normal to give you more slices. They're gonna be little wimpy slices, right? But that way, whenever you bring it to wherever you're gonna bring it to, and there's a lot of people, then you get more people to get a slice. They'll be tiny little slices, right? Imagine a regular slice of Little Caesars right now, and you cut that in half, right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about, a double cut. So in reality, all you're doing when you're measuring is you're cutting it into that many parts. So if I were to double cut this guy, check this out, and I draw a line, I was gonna draw a line, right? So I would end up with more slices. That's all I'm doing. So I'm breaking this up rather than fourths. Everybody watching? Yes. Little illustration here. All right. If I were to do this, watch this. Yeah. So now how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Times 8 down here, right? That's a 16th of a slice. The same as if you had 16 little lines in an inch. And you could keep doing this, right? Obviously, you're going to be like, man, you're cheap, man, because you want to keep slicing the pizza, right? And imagine slicing it right down the pepperonis right there. No? Those are like little finger bites, like if you're at a gallery opening or something. All right. So you guys see what I'm talking about? That's all it is. That's all you're doing. You're just slicing up the pizza even more. All right. That's all a ruler is telling you. Okay. Like I said, but everybody looking? Everybody looking? So you're only going to be responsible. Everybody look. We're almost done here. So this is 1/4 right there. 1/4, 1/4, right? And there's 4/4 in here. So this would be 1/2. Make that smaller. We're almost done. One more minute. 3/4. And what is 4/4? Yeah, it's pretty simple. That's all you're doing. All right. So I'm only going to ask you for 1/4 of an inch, right? We're not going to go 1/8. We're not going to go 16th. We're not going to go 32nds. All right. I know. So it's going to be simple. 0.25. What's half? 0.5. It's not difficult. See, you guys know. Again, don't forget, it's always going to be whatever those little lines are. They're not little lines, they're fractions, right? Okay. All right. Everybody got it? All right. Very simple. Always think of a ruler as a rectangular pizza and how many slices you can get out of it. That's all. That's all it is. All right. Save this. And I'm going to stop my recording. And where is this? Stop. Oh, right down here. And